in here, and it's not fucking fair.
Guys,
But you
don't
need to
answer
realize that
that
people be
shit
bullying
in
people
here.
in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people
Oh
in here, and it's
yes,
not
there
fucking
are
fair.
beautiful
But
women
you need to
that
realize
don't
that people be
take a
bullying people in
bath,
here, and it's
for
not fucking
Christ's
fair.
sake.
But you need
They
to realize that people
smell
be bullying
bad.
people in here, and it's not
Why
fucking
can't
fair.
they handle
But you
it?
need to realize that people be bullying
You
people
know
in
why
here, and
they
it's not fucking
smell
fair.
bad?
But
Because
you need to
they
realize that people be
know,
bullying people in here, and it's
even
not
if they
fucking fair.
vagina
But you need to
smells,
realize that people
even
be
if
bullying people
they
in here, and it's not fucking fair.
are
But you need to realize
musty,
that people be
have
bullying people in
hairy
here, and it's not
armpits and
fucking fair.
vagina,
But you need to realize that people be
hairy
bullying people in
legs,
here, and
they
it's not
still
fucking
want
fair.
to still
But you
be
need to realize that
yourself.
people be bullying people in here,
Yeah.
and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people
The
in here, and it's not
Sims
fucking fair.
outnumber
But you need to
us.
realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to
Just
realize that people be
think,
bullying people in here, and it's not fucking
if
fair.
you were a
But you need to realize that
woman,
people be
would
bullying
you
people in
want
here,
to
and it's
do
not
the
fucking fair.
hold you
But you need to realize that people be bullying
accountable?
people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize
You
that people be bullying people
know,
in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to
uh,
realize that people
have
be
you
bullying people in here, and it's
cooked
not fucking fair.
clean?
But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you
Follow
need to realize that
his
people be bullying people in here,
lead?
and it's not fucking
Or
fair.
would you
But you need
have
to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking
roster
fair.
of
But you need to
fucking
realize that people be
dudes,
bullying people in here, and
a
it's not fucking fair. But
surplus
you need to,
of
and it's not
you
fucking fair. But you need to realize that
who
people be
don't
bullying
care
people in
how
here, and it's not fucking
fat you
fair. But you
is,
need to realize that people be bullying
who
people in here, and
don't
it's not
care how
fucking
many
fair.
kids
But you
you
need to realize that
got,
people be bullying people in
who
here, and it's
don't
not
care
fucking
how
fair.
bad your
But you need to realize that people be
attitude
bullying people in
is,
here, and it's not fucking
who
fair.
don't care
But you
how
need to realize that people
gross
be
you
bullying people in here, and
is,
it's not
they
fucking
don't
fair.
care
Alexa,
if you
But
got
you
did
need
the
to realize
government
that
release
people
the
be bullying people in
coronavirus?
they
here, and it's
don't
not
care if
fucking
you
fair.
got
But you need to realize
job.
that people be
According to
bullying
Event
people in here, and
201,
it's not
the
fucking
government
fair.
planned this
But you
event,
need to
Hell,
realize
created
that
the
people be
virus,
bullying
they
people
don't
in
and
here,
had
and
a
even
it's not
care if
simulation
you
fucking
of how the
got
fair.
any
countries would
But you
react.
fucking
need to realize that
legs.
people
This
be bullying
simulation
people in
occurred
here,
I
and
on
it's
told
not
you
October
I
fucking
10th,
seen
fair.
that bitch on
But
the
you need to
day
realize that
that
people
she
be
The
bullying
had
government
people in
no
here,
released
and
the
it's not
virus
fucking
among the
fair.
population and
But
has
you need
lost
to realize that
control of
people
the
be bullying
outbreak.
people in
none.
here, and it's not fucking fair.
Yeah.
But you need to realize that people be bullying people in
Alexa,
here, and it's
did
not
the
fucking
government
fair.
release the
That's
But you
what
need to
coronavirus?
realize that
women
people be bullying
are
people in here, and
dealing
it's
with.
not fucking
Do
fair.
I, should
But
I
you need to
deal
realize
with
that
a
people be
dude
bullying
that's
people in here, and it's not
exhausted?
fucking fair.
This bitch
But you need to
like,
realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair.
yeah, he want
But
me
you
to
need to realize that
cook,
people be
clean,
bullying people in here, and it's
girl.
not
He
fucking
want me
fair.
to run
But
his
you need to realize that
trap.
people
He
be bullying
want
people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that
he
people be
want me
bullying
to,
people in here, and it's not
you
fucking
know,
fair.
be
But you need to
accountable for
realize that
my
people be bullying people in
actions.
here,
He
and it's
want
not
me to
fucking
work
fair.
out.
But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here,
I
and it's
don't
not
think
fucking
I can
fair.
do that.
But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking
And on
fair.
the side
But
of
you need to
the
realize that
fence,
people be bullying
yeah.
people in here, and it's not fucking fair.
Here I
But you need to
got
realize that people be
all
bullying
these
people in here, and it's not
fucking
fucking
dudes
fair.
out
But you need to
my
realize that people be
fat
bullying
ass
people in here, and it's
in.
not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not
He
fucking
said
fair.
that
But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here, and it's not fucking fair. But you need
That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
Blood samples
That's what I
had
return.
to
You had to make you feel that you're an
find out
antisocial,
where it
socially awkward
was
retard.
and what was going
That's what I
on.
return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
And
That's what I
really,
return. You had to
was
make you
there
feel
a
that you're an
virus
antisocial, socially awkward
that was
retard.
circulating
That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially
late
awkward
February,
retard.
and what did it look like, and where was it? Was it all in the metro areas? And I think that's what Dr. Fauci
You
is
had to make you feel that you're an antisocial,
very
socially awkward retard.
focused on is getting serology testing
You had
out
to make you
there
feel that you're an
to really
antisocial, socially
figure
awkward
out
retard.
when it came
That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
I couldn't send her any
That's what I
messages.
return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
It's like this.
That's what I return.
She had like this
You had to make you
program
feel that
that
you're an
like
antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I
honestly
return.
like.
You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return.
It's
Yeah.
just
You
gonna
had to
be
make you
your
feel that you're an
wife.
antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an
Some people
antisocial,
have guest
socially awkward
tells
retard.
like
That's what I
mixtures
return.
before.
You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You
Yeah,
had to
I've
make you feel that
gotten
you're an
that.
antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return.
People think
You had to make you feel that you're an
like
antisocial,
have
socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
Yeah.
That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial,
People have
socially
told
awkward
me I look
retard.
like a mixture of
That's what I
medication
return.
or something.
You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
I have a
That's what I
small
return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially
ponytail
awkward retard.
beard,
That's what I return.
and I look
You
like
had to make you
an
feel that you're
Asian man
antisocial,
now.
socially awkward retard. That's what I
Yeah.
return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return.
Please tell me
You
I
had to
look
make
like
you feel that you're an
Sensei.
antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to
I'm
make you feel that you're an
prison.
antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I
You
return.
sound
You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
I'm totally pretty.
That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward
Always
retard.
pretty.
That's what I
Always
return.
pretty.
You had to make you feel that
Oh,
you're
it
an
actually
antisocial,
gets
socially
like into
awkward retard.
detail
That's what I return.
about
You had to
white
make you feel that you're an
people.
antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial,
I
socially
got-
awkward retard.
I got 50% and 58% Austrian, 30% German,
That's what I return.
10%
You had to
Italian,
make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward
and
retard.
2% Jewish.
That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
Awesome.
That's what I return. You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard.
What are you really?
You had to make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward
I'm a
retard.
mixture of Scandinavian, Native
You had to make you feel that
American,
you're an
and
antisocial,
Irish
socially
mostly.
awkward retard.
Yeah.
That's not that return.
No,
Your
I
head make you feel that you're an
was
antisocial, socially awkward
pretty
retard.
confident.
That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. That's not that return. Your head make you feel that you're an antisocial, socially awkward retard. Your habits make you feel that you're an antisocial yakuza retard. I sought that return. Your habits make you feel that you're an antisocial yakuza retard. I sought that return.
Pause fucking question, you stupid ugly cunt! Pause fucking question, you stupid ugly cunt! Pause fuck!
You need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. You need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that. Bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. You need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair. But you need to realize that people be bullying people in here and it's not fucking fair.
One of the most beautiful. One of the best. Probably the best. I see everyone's ready, amen. Thank you, everybody, for supporting. Oh, amen. $153. Amen. And not including $80 in Super Chat. That's $200. $200 is enough food to feed a family of 5. So much canned food. May God bless all of you. Let's begin. Let's begin. I will not say a bad word. If I do, I don't get the blessing.
I have reason to believe that Lil Pump is kidnapped right now. And I'm not joking. I swear. I wouldn't make this up. I wouldn't make a joke about someone being kidnapped. But I have reason to believe it because of the decisions that he is making. I think he needs to blink for the camera and let us know if he's okay. I'm not sure if he's doing what he's doing because he wants to. So the Dobre brothers, if you don't know them, I don't know much about them. I just know they're from Maryland, which is heartbreaking because, you know, I'm from Maryland too. They just make like really, really bad kid-friendly content. It's catered to literally 8 to 14-year-olds. It's the worst shit you'll ever watch in your entire life. We are the Dobre brothers, and we do backflips. Yo, 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 welcome back. You okay? Thank you so much. God bless everyone. Are you okay? You want to just take a breather? Hope you're on stage and healthy. Wash your hands. What are you doing? Just be some privacy. Alright. Oh, we're just waiting to this virus. Yeah, they make a lot of money off of it. Props to them. Go ahead and make your bread, take care of your family. I respect the money grind because that's what people do that make kids content. Their CPM's probably high as fuck. Even though YouTube's kind of cracking down on that bullshit, but they've dropped a few music videos in the past. They get like hundreds of millions of views somehow. No fucking clue how. But I guess it's just how YouTube is nowadays and fucking promote these types of motherfuckers. But guess what? Lil Pump was Enemy's video with them recently. And boy, is it not very good. I love Pump, you know, I respect him. He blew up when he was 16 years old and made millions of dollars. But goddamn, this was a bad decision. It was one of the worst decisions Pump has made in his career. I don't know why he did it. They might have paid him like $50,000 or something, I would guess. That'd be his price range to do something like this, maybe even 100. I don't see how they didn't pay him, but Pump probably was like, I'll do it anyway. Let's dissect this video. Here we go. Had to do the drone shots of Los Angeles, of course. Let them know where they're in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? It was a must. You can't have a music video and not show that you're in Los Angeles, right? Yep. That's the chorus. Hit it if you know you lit. Yeah, I know I'm lit. I don't know Jersey fucking shit. If they bring Jersey Shore back and get new cast and they called another, I'm 2017, you know I'm lit. That's the cool Los Angeles, right? Yep. Yep. You lit. Very old. It just looks like he belongs in Adam and
Hi, I'm Rex Moore with the Motley Fool in front of BMW's self-driving exhibit at CES in Las Vegas. Now, have you ever wondered how to invest in this revolutionary technology? Well, I'm going to give you the top 5 things that you might want to know about. And I hope you remember this short list because I believe it's especially important if you're even thinking about investing in the promise of this exciting technology. Number 1, it's probably going to be bigger than you're even imagining, and that's great for investors. Here's what I mean. You yourself might be skeptical at the moment. Maybe you've been hearing about self-driving cars for years, but haven't seen any proof that it's going to happen. But I know through my sources that dozens of companies are working non-stop on all aspects of getting these cars to mass market. I've ridden in several of them over the past few years, and I know how safe they are. Here's here's exactly what I think is going to happen. As soon as they become available, people will see a great reduction in
The
accidents,
following is an
fatalities,
information
insurance
bulletin
rates,
brought to you by thenewsunit.com right here on the YouTube video network.
and that's why I see
Remember, the information that is presented here is not necessarily that of myself or anyone else that participates. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and I can neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of any of this. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, December 15, 2017. Current time 12 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds UTC. This is it. I'm done. This is an announcement, and it's time. It's time to say goodbye on the newsunit.com. It's time to say goodbye on all the YouTube channels. And I'm finished, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of the news unit. And I'm finished. I've just had enough. I've had enough of the cryptocurrencies. I've had enough of the news, financial collapses, truthers, patriots, Christians, non-Christians alike, everybody. Now, there's some people I still like. I'll talk to them maybe once in a while behind the scenes, but I'm not doing any more broadcasts. I'm done with these fucking cryptos. I'm finished. You guys can all do your own thing. I'm not upset with anybody that's in cryptos or not in cryptos. I really don't care right now. I'm not answering anybody's questions that call me. I'm not answering any friends locally. I'm not answering anybody anywhere about it, other than, you know, a couple of guys I might talk to offline about how they're doing or whatever. But I'm not gonna talk to anybody about it here locally. Don't call me about it. Don't ask me any questions. Okay? Also, don't even attempt to even talk to me like a Christian brother. I'm not a Christian anymore as far as you're concerned, or I'm concerned, or anybody's concerned, and probably God's concerned. So if anybody could lose their salvation, I lose my salvation right now. I hand it right in. I'm turning it in. Fuck it. Doc kids, kiss my ass. If I lose my salvation, fuck you, fuck your God, fuck Jesus, fuck the Holy Spirit, fuck the whole works. I'm finished. I've had it with everything. The Word of God is a bunch of shit, and so is your fucking every other goddamn religion. I'm done with it all. I don't care what happens. You know, really, I'm done. None of it matters. So don't come talking to me about it and pray for me. I don't want your prayers. I don't want nothing. I don't want visits. I don't want no bullshit. Okay? I'd rather just hear you just flip me off and say, fuck you, asshole. Go to hell. That's fine. But don't tell me I'm praying for you, brother, or any of that shit. You're just going to make me more pissed off. Because I'm sick of the phony bullshit. I'm sick of all of it. I'm done. It's going to make me more pissed. You know, I'm even done with all these Baptist churches and every one of them. All right? I'm not coming back. You think this is a joke? You think this is some kind of... You think, oh yeah, he'll be back. No, I won't be back. It's over. All right? It's finished. It's been nice, but it hasn't. And everything from 2011 when I started this shit from now is just one big waste of fucking time. It's been a conglomeration of shit. Alright? But I do want to read Psalm 49 in closing. I want to read this thing. To the chief musician, a psalm for the sons of Korah. Hear this, all ye people, give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world. Let me read that again. Let me get the sense here. I can do better than that. This is going to be your last report from the news unit right here. Hear this, all ye people. Give ear, all ye inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor together. My mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding. I will incline mine ear to a parable. I will open my dark saying upon the harp. Wherefore should I fear in the days of evil, when the iniquity of my heels shall compass me about? They that trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to God a ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it ceaseth forever. That he should still live forever, and not see corruption. For he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish, and leave their wealth to others. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approve their sayings. Selah. Like sheep they are laid in the grave, death shall feed on them. And the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But God will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me. Selah. Be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away. His glory shall not descend after him. Though while he lived, he blessed his soul. And men will praise thee when thou doest well to thyself. He shall go to the generation of his fathers, they shall never see light. Man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beasts that perish. Psalm 49. The entire psalm from verses 1 through 20.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday, 31st, 2020. Current time, 9 hours, 23 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time. That equates to 5:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thanks for joining the broadcast. Information presented here is not necessarily that of myself or anyone else. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I can neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of any of it. Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Wherefore ye must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. For this cause pay ye tribute also. For they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. So, ladies and gentlemen, what about this Rodney Howard Brown thing? Should he be subject unto the higher powers? The ministers of God? Is the sheriff there a minister of God? Is the ordinance that's been out from the president to shelter at home, to maintain social distancing, is that all wrong?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the newsunit.com, broadcasting on the YouTube video network. The information presented here once again is not necessarily that of myself. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the newsunit.com, broadcasting on the YouTube video network. Or anyone else that participates. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I can neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of any of this. It has just come to my attention that there is a video that has been put out about the news unit by So What ? YouTube channel. And I decided to go live with this for just a moment and let this play. And And if anybody wants to join, like Chiggers or whoever, they can come in here and talk. Or we'll just pick it up and recap it again later. But here's a little preliminary look over of what is going on here with this So What guy, this Nazi from Germany that likes to run his mouth about the news unit and the resistance chicks. Another one of Chris Holman's militia warriors overseas in Germany. Another enemy of America, really. And this is the kind of people that these people are confederate with. See, this is what we have today with the truthers and patriots. We have the truthers and patriots that have all these foreign interests. They're not interested in fellow Americans upholding the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and all of that. They're not interested in praying for those that are in authority that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty. The following is an information bulletin brought to you by thenewsunit.com right here on the YouTube Video Network. Remember, the information that is presented here is not necessarily that of myself or anyone else that participates. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and I can neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of any of this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all sorts of breaking news developments here at the News Unit Command Center. Look at this chart right here. This is Bitcoin gold slant dollar at 129.82. It is coming back up with large amounts of volume here over the last 24 hours, and we're going to keep an eye on this, as indications are that there's an interest in these forks of Bitcoin now, because many investors are trying to rush into this market at the last minute, and they are taking any opportunity for sale prices, anything related to Bitcoin. I'm going to tell you right now, regardless of what you hear between the Bitcoin experts, and we've been watching some of them, and their opinions about the blockchain and the miners and how this all works and the forks and the road and so forth and so on. Regardless of what anybody thinks, this Bitcoin and its related forks are going to become what I called the Bitcosphere. And the Bitcosphere will be Bitcoin and all of its forks, such as, but not limited to, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin 2X, and any other forks in the road that lie ahead for Bitcoin, which is the world reserve cryptocurrency, or the world reserve crypto digital currency, whichever you want to call it, which is now becoming a digital asset because it's going to be on the CME as a futures contract soon, after the end of Q4, beginning January 2018. It will also be on trading platforms such as, but not limited to, TD Ameritrade, etc. And how are they going to back this Bitcoin? By a digital asset? Are they going to print digital Bitcoins? Are they going to coin digital Bitcoin coins? What's going to happen? Is something going to happen with gold yet, ladies and gentlemen? With Bitcoin gold? There is something going on here, and we don't know what that something is yet, but we're going to be monitoring the situation very closely. We're going to be watching all these new and improved experts that have been declaring that gold now takes a passive role and Bitcoin is the center of the universe, such as Andy Hoffman has declared recently in one of his videos. Andy Hoffman, of course, used to be the Miles Franklin Metals spokesperson all across YouTube, as he used to believe in sound money, ending the Federal Reserve and all of that, but now he has traded his gold and silver in for Bitcoin, and he is a blockchain and digital currency specialist now. Also, he is a member of the World Crypto Network too, along with Toyn Vase, Jimmy Song, and many others that are part of the World Crypto Network. I don't know who they all are. And ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin Meister, I think, is part of that team too. We're going to watch all of this stuff as it rapidly escalates into market mayhem, to say the least. I mean, the modulations that are going to happen here in the cryptocurrency market, in the cryptosphere, the bitcosphere, the litcosphere, the ionosphere, the shitcosphere, everything. It's going to be tremendous. And trading volatility is going to go to extreme exponential levels unlike ever before imagined in this cryptosphere. So Bitcoin making all-time highs today. Bitcoin Gold catching bids. Bitcoin Cash catching some bids too. We saw that on the chart a little bit here recently. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. And we're not looking at any specific exchanges necessarily. We're just looking in general here. Here's Bitcoin Cash. Look at that. That's starting to go up too. Bitcoin Cash, US dollar tethered. I stand corrected. That's the wrong exchange. Let me see what we got here. Bitcoin, there it is. We got the right Bitcoin Cash. That was Bitcoin actually I looked at. But here's Bitcoin Cash forming this wedgie looking type bullish flag pattern. And ladies and gentlemen, this is something that you're going to need to keep an eye on very, very closely. All these forks in the road for Bitcoin are coming to life as new investors rush into these things with the impression, I believe, that they're missing out on Bitcoin. They can't afford Bitcoin anymore. They're buying fractions of a Bitcoin. They're buying whole Bitcoin forks. They're doing whatever they can to get into the Bitcosphere. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be all about the Bitcosphere. You are going to hear the word Bitcosphere. Write it down. Bitcoin and all the forks will be called the Bitcosphere. Are you ready for the Bitcosphere? Are you ready for the Bitcospheric instability? The extreme instability that's here already. I almost said coming. It's here. It's arrived. Bitcospheric instability is going to be extreme. And Bitcoin right now, today, made all-time highs at 6,422.68 on GDEX, currently trading at 6,374.03. Amazing, amazing news items, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to get involved. There's going to be no hiding Bitcoin anymore. There's going to be so many things going on with Bitcoin. There's even stocks related to Bitcoin that are about to take off. All sorts of stocks, anything related to Bitcoin is going to go to the moon. It's to the moon, baby. Watch out, because that futures contract in January is coming. And then what? Then you're going to hear people like Andy Hoffman talk about the criminal banksters are coming against cryptocurrency now. Oh, really? You mean the banksters are going to be able to short the market with more Bitcoin that's actually in circulation? How about that? So Bitcoin, as is called Gold 2.0, what's it going to be? Digital gold? Maybe the Bitcoin gold is going to take over and play a part in this endeavor, in the Bitcosphere, of which the greater part is called the Cryptosphere. So get your spheres ready, ladies and gentlemen, because this thing,
dude,
is going to be
perfect time to fake your death, right?
Giant
because coronavirus
mess.
All debt collectors, what are they going to do? I died. Sorry.
I almost said shit show, but I didn't. Or did I?
Student loans.
Yeah, I guess
that's really what I'm worried
Are
about.
you ready for the shit show?
Sorry, I died.
Or are you just going to chase your shit coins?
It's a good idea.
Because if you chase your shit coins, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, I hate to do that.
we'd have to say to you, you
yeah,
lose,
I went to college.
Chi-Chi. Case
Not like real
closed.
college. I only got an associate's degree. But
Things are changing,
I
ladies and
actually got
gentlemen.
2 associate's degrees.
Welcome
One
to the
went for
new
music,
world
and I played classical guitar.
order.
And,
This is
and I also got
thenewsunit.com on the
one
YouTube video
humanities
network.
degree as well. I should have just kept going to college, and I just instead decided to do drugs, and then I ended up moving to California, and now I live.
What's up, beautiful family? Hope that you guys are having a great afternoon. I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys, switch up the scenery. It's beautiful out here today. The sun is kind of shining. It's kind of, I don't know, cloudy at the same time. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and chat. The wind like has been kicking it today. I don't What's up, beautiful family? Hope that you guys are having a great afternoon. I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys, switch up the scenery. It's beautiful out here today. The sun is kind of shining. It's kind of, I don't know, cloudy at the same time. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and chat. The wind like has been kicking it today. I don't What's up, beautiful family? Hope that you guys are having a great afternoon. I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys, switch up the scenery. It's beautiful out here today. The sun is kind of shining. It's kind of, I don't know, cloudy at the same time. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and chat. The wind like has been kicking it today. I don't
Hey guys, happy Friday. Doing a little rollerblading here, end of the day. Got the street to myself. Hey, I want to do a quick
I was doing something else.
Hopefully
I don't know who to tag.
kind of a clarification
He's got like 3
and
different
explanation
accounts.
video
He's on deafen now.
on why it is
Mystic
that I am so adamant and dogmatic about repentance.
I was really
And
dumb
here's
of me
why,
to
guys.
say
And this will probably be my last video on it, honestly.
I'm sorry,
I've done
I was
enough
like
posts
doing
and enough
two things at
videos.
Mickey's a fucking spreader.
But here's the
Schmickey's
deal.
spreading the fucking coronavirus.
The term repentance has been weaponized by the enemy
I'm
as
2%
a
Jewish.
means to add
He says he's 4%.
works in obedience to the law to grace.
I'm 2%.
I'm 22% drunk.
And therefore, any gospel that is a mixture, a syncretistic mixture, that's the word, syncretism, between of law and grace is a false gospel. And believing in it and teaching it will only send a person to one place, and that's called HE double hockey stick. That's where you end up. The gospel, 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4, is the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, the eternally existing Son of God, God the Son. Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. When a person believes that they are forgiven of all of their sins that Jesus paid for on the cross, paid for all the sins of the world, was buried, proving that he was dead, and then resurrected according to the scriptures on the third day. When a person genuinely believes that, places their faith in Christ alone, his death, burial, and resurrection, are saved forever. That's what the Bible teaches. That is the gospel.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
As the gospel of grace.
Yeah.
And therefore,
I'm gonna drink the vodka he
it's the
left
most
here for
important
sure.
thing. It's foundational. Doesn't matter how you might be. By the way, I am rollerblading.
Should probably
again.
like this.
I just went with my son. I can't remember. if I
Back
mentioned
the
that
outside of the
at
bottle
beginning.
though. 'Cause
We do this hill.
He
We
probably
call it
had
the hill.
Corona when he was here.
And he beat me up at 14-year-old legs, you know?
You know, he went to
Tough
the
compete
hospital.
with. He's in great shape, though.
If it wasn't illegal, I would take a picture of. He left his discharge paper here. His discharge papers here. Yeah, I still have them. I was like, oh, I'll just leave these near the trash. Schmicky wants to post that shit now. Oh my god.
What do you go to the
Cause he was, dude, he had like diarrhea like 20, 30 times. He woke me up with it and was puking. And he was like glued to my toilet. Yeah, and this was like whenever he was here, like a couple months.
Her ethnicity thing was like, Danny's one said she was like 73 Australian, so it was like kind of like head on.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to download it. I was worried about that. See, the little toot ink was like speaking in my left ear or something. I was like, no, don't do it. That's why I was trying to get someone else to do it for me.
Yeah.
If you ever hear that like skeptical toot inks in your head when you're about to do something, you should probably not do it.
Damn, you hear a shoot ink in your ear? That's cool.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's...
I've just heard him like, you know, he's kind of a skeptic. He's very cautious with things, so I feel like I've kind of like.
You're just schizophrenic.
I like kind of like hear different people like, oh no, don't do that, dude. That's a horrible idea. Chudank is, yeah, he's like a voice of reason because he's very measured, you know.
Voice.
Which is a good.
The voices that talk to me, I always have to argue with. It's always.
Yeah.
Wait, your voices in your head talk shit to you?
My brother, I don't want to say his real name, but he actually does hear voices because he's schizophrenic, and he had a schizophrenic. Yeah, he had a schizophrenic break. He's a lot better now, and he like was working a job and everything for a few years now, and got off of disability and everything, which you know is amazing. But yeah, he had a freaking psychotic break, and I remember like he was like, dude, it freaked me out. This was like, what was this, 2008? Was like he like was about to finish his bachelor's degree, and then he had a psychotic break. He was like, I remember.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I visited him in the mental hospital. He's like, Willie, he's like, Satan's after me, and he's already got you, or something like that. He was like telling me all this crazy stuff, and he said that like Satan had a hold of me already, and there was nothing I could do. I still think about that sometimes. Pray that's not true, you know. I don't think so. Like, I think I'm a good person. Like, you know, like I would die for one of my neighbors. Like, if someone was trying to kill one of my neighbors and I could defend them, I would, you know. And like, I've thought about that a lot because what's coming up? There's like an old lady and she lives on the end, and I've been worried about her. So I've just kind of been keeping a really good eye out for more vulnerable people.
I stopped my neighbors from getting like hit really bad in a car accident.
Yeah, man. I've actually helped some people. Nothing crazy, but I remember there was this guy and he was all like fucked up in LA. I was riding my bike home from job, and this guy was like laying in the middle of the road and people were almost hitting him. And his girlfriend and her friend were like freaking out. And then I was like, yo, we have to drag him out of the road. And he was having some kind of weird drug seizure or something. So I was like, all right, lay him on his right side, get his right arm straight, like make him lay on his right side with his right arm up straight. And then we like rubbed his rib cage and stuff, and he came back to me. Yeah, because we didn't have any cold water on the wrist, but that would have helped too. But he was fucked up, and the ambulance came and probably saved him, which was cool. But I remember we revived him by having him lay on his right side with his right arm straight up, you know what I mean, flat on the ground. And I just remember that from, I forgot who told me to do that, like if someone's fucked up, but it can help bring them back to consciousness. Something about the blood flow, I don't know, I'd have to look it up. But anyways, yeah, dude, he came back to consciousness and he like fucking grabbed me and he was like, you better stay the fuck away from my girlfriend or something. Like he was like angry, you know, just confused. It was mad funny. But yeah, he was all right though. He must took some kind of pills or something, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if people from a lot worse, but I was glad because I was going down the road and I had a flashlight on me too. I was like, shine the flashlight on. I was like, yo, we have to get him the fuck out of the road because these like drunk people were gonna run his ass over. He was a pretty big dude. He was probably like 250. He was a big Latino dude. I had to drag him onto the median.
What happened if you like rubbed his ribs?
Yeah. No, he was fine. He just collapsed. He was on something. There was this other time, dude. You got to be careful though, because actually, like, just don't only play Captain Hero if it's really worth it. Because there was one time where I saw this old guy, and he was collapsed. It was really hot out, and I was longboarding. It was like in Van Nuys. He was collapsed, like almost unconscious. And I don't know if you can still hear me because my connection. He was collapsed and he had like pissed himself. And I got off my bike or my longboard. I set it down, and I can't remember. I think it was my bike or longboard. But anyways, they thought that it was his. And he had like a walker. They were like, "Oh, is that his bike or is that his longboard?" I was like, "What?" Like the emergency people like treated me like shit. And I was the one who found him and got people to call the police. And then I can tell you another incident, not saying don't do the right thing, but there was another incident and these fucking dudes were like speeding around my neighborhood and they crashed their car into one of the neighbors' parked cars. And the cops came and everything. One of my neighbors called the cops. And I had confronted the dudes. I was like, yo, you could have killed someone. You guys were just like going crazy. They tried to come at me or whatever. Anyways, long story short, blah, blah, blah. Cops came and I, like a dumbass, agreed to be a witness and fill out a witness statement. And then I got locked into being a witness. And that's when I became a gun owner, actually, because I thought the guys were going to come after me. They knew exactly who I was. And luckily I didn't have to show up to court. Like I just had to phone in. And I forgot exactly what happened. But yeah, I'll never fucking, cops ask me, oh, you want to be a witness to a crime? If it wasn't like my fucking family or someone murdered or something, I would say no. You know what I mean? Just because, yeah, they're not, dude, the cops will treat you like shit, dude. Honestly, I used to be like, oh no, you know, and there are some nice cops, but it's their job to just kind of like fuck you over, you know, unfortunately. Yeah, especially in big cities. Now you got like sheriffs in like small towns and down south and you know, in the Midwest, and it's a different story. But like these big cities, especially these Democratic controlled big cities, the police forces there are really fucking. But there are, you know, there's good cops out there. I don't want to diminish their role in society, but right now I kind of fear like a lot of these cops right now, some of them might be like oath breakers, and like if the government goes, hey, we're gonna start taking everyone's guns, yeah, I'll be on a team, you know what I mean? They're basically agreeing to go in and slaughter you if you don't give your shit up. Schmiggy, you will do nothing, pussy. You will be the first one in line. Oh yeah, Schmigs? You think so? Imagine pulling up on this, homie. The frame rate on my camera can't even catch how fast I draw my pistol. I would have put like the pistol up higher, like, and aimed it, but it interfered with the filter, so I just did it like that. But if you're real close to someone and you got to draw a pistol, you're not gonna put it up to your eye. You're probably gonna grab them by the throat, yeah, or grab them by the shirt, pump a few rounds into their chest. You know, I mean, in self-defense, in a game of Fortnite, but yeah, I got buddies that were combat veterans and stuff, and that shit can weigh pretty heavy on some people. Some people are just like made for that life, but yeah, that shit, like, I know this one guy, I'm not gonna say his full name, we'll just say D, but he's a combat veteran Marine, and he's killed some people, and he gets kind of crazy sometimes. Well, one time, and he didn't know they were police officers, but he got into a fist fight with like 6 cops, and he like hospitalized like 4 of them or something. Like,
So that cop ended up being okay.
but he fucked them up pretty bad. But I think they jumped him or something like that. Yeah, he's like very distrusting of the police. He's a good guy. He's pretty funny too.
At the end of the day, people are people, so some can be bad.
No, he's a good person. Like,
I'm saying,
out of like the whole group of buddies here, he's like one of the most, I feel like, woke with this whole situation that's going on right now.
Yeah, I'm saying like those cops. People are people, so like cops would.
Oh yeah, I mean,
doing
dude,
bad things too. Like
I do not
they would.
police. Like, I'm somewhere in the middle. I used to be more like Blue Lives Matter, and I used to post like a lot of that stuff on my Facebook. But I started to get a lot of hate for that, dude. I lost friends over that. You know what I mean? So I kind of like I don't really care. Like, if people hate the police, I respect them for that. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't know how the police are in their area, like, because everywhere you go is different. The police could be like fascists in your area, you know? They could be like, and by fascists I mean like not by like in a racial sense, but they could be like enforcing like unconstitutional bullshit or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I'm saying like people say like people hate the police, but not all police are bad. But at the same, people are people. So like sometimes people could be bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes people could be really good. So you could have some bad cops in the match, but they could also have some really good cops. But a lot of the time they're just trying to do their jobs.
If I ever ever saw someone attacking a police officer, I would definitely rescue that police officer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, because I'm always armed, you know what I mean? It'd be pretty fucked up for me to like, not do anything.
But at the same time, people are going after the police because, like, what the media says and stuff, or like things like that.
This is what I think. The police, okay, they're not your friends, but they're definitely not your enemies. And you don't want to fight them in the street. Fighting the police in the street, that won't get you anywhere. You take them to court, you sue them. People sue the police for millions of dollars for shit you wouldn't even believe, man. And
But they have some really, sorry.
No, go
They
ahead.
have some really good police officers, like some that are really good people. Like I remember my dad had like a car accident, like our car wasn't able to go, but this police officer helped us, and he went out of his way to like help us and make sure we were okay with our car and stuff. Like he didn't have to do that, but he did it. Like
yeah, my father was a police officer years ago, in the late 80s.
Yeah.
And then also my landlord worked in law enforcement. So I think it's great. And actually a lot of like ex-law enforcement, I watch this YouTube channel, it's called Think Like a Cop. And the guy's, he's pretty cool. He's like an ex-cop, but he called out like bad cops all the time on, like he reviews like body cam videos and stuff.
But sometimes like the police could be in a bad attitude, but like you don't know what they've like seen that day, or you don't know what they had to do that day.
I came in contact with a police officer, what was it, like last week, and he was kind of on edge. I was open carrying. He told me basically to take my pistol back in the house and, you know, put it away. And then I did, and I came out and talked to him, and like he was pretty cool after that.
Yeah.
But I was kind of thinking like, oh, how's this gonna react if he sees someone in public carrying? You know what I mean? Is he gonna be like, oh, we're gonna have to detain you? He seems like one of those kinds. It's like, dude, you really want to be detaining people open carrying right now with this coronavirus? I don't want those filthy hands on me, because no offense, but a lot of the police officers, the type of work they're doing and stuff, they're getting this coronavirus. A lot of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you don't want to like, I don't know, you don't want to have people put their hands on you unnecessarily and stuff. Like if the cop, like, I would stop if they were gonna like stop and frisk me or something, just open carry. But I'd fucking sue the shit out of them if I got like coronavirus after that, and I could prove it was them. You know what I mean? Because it'd be like, yo, like open carry is not a lawful reason to stop someone in my state in Nevada.
I brushed my teeth, and then I had like a little bit of like those lime chips, and I drank some water, and it tastes like milk. The water did.
Yeah, you know what my mouth been tasting like? I like went on this diet. Yeah, and I've been, you know how hydrogen peroxide tastes? Which is probably, yeah, I think it's just like probably a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
Caffeine's very bitter. That in combination with like the pH balance in my body changing, because I haven't been eating as much like shitty food. But this takes a while, man, to like lose the weight I want to lose.
If you want to lose like weight really fast,
well, I drink tons of green tea, like hot tea. That was the way I lost weight in the past. I lost a bunch of weight when I was in high school. I used to be like, I wasn't even buff. I was just completely like.
Well, don't eat anything that is like white, like anything that has sugar in it, either like potatoes.
Right.
Yeah, no potatoes, no bread.
Yeah.
You could do it some.
I agree with. No, you're right, man. I totally agree with that. I need to eat more leafy greens. I need leafy greens. I need some meats, probably mostly fish. I need to eat like more fish. I have to be careful about drinking too much milk. I must have like, what's that Freudian thing where you like, if you drink a lot of milk, they say you're like, you have an oral fixation or something, you know, like you're
I think I got like really skinny because I'm eating like I would go some days where I would just eat like peppers and drink vegetable juice.
Yeah, you know, the best way I lost weight was when I started drinking green tea when I was like 14. I went on a green tea and citrus diet. I should probably do that again. The green tea and citrus diet was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I went on a I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would have like you know the Greek peppers. I would have like Greek peppers, but I would also have like jalapeno peppers and the vegetable juice. I'm not really good to like I'm not really used to eat spicy things, so like sometimes I would eat like a bunch of the peppers. It'd be really spicy, so I would like then drink the vegetable juice. The seeds are the spiciest part.
Interesting. It's saying that Ghost 66% Scottish. 66 for Order 66.
Hell
He's
yeah.
all Canadian, 10%. Well, apparently Ghost is part Cuban, so I guess that would make sense.
Oh, I see. Caribbean, Scottish.
I mean, obviously, it's just like a fake app. They try to, I don't know how they formulate this. It like could be random.
I'm 2% Jewish. That's me.
Yeah, interesting. It says 58% Austrian. Yeah, I guess I could see that actually.
Yeah, I see 2%.
Yeah, let's call SJC.
Yeah, I don't have the app myself, Smiggy. Where is he? Yeah, Smiggy, I don't. But if you like ask somebody to do it, they would. I'm 2%.
Yo, Sean. Alright, make sure you get like a little bit louder.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that...
Let me try a different number.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying...
Who else?
You want to call Gabriel?
Is she streaming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. First ring's always really loud.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 91728.
Call CPR. Let me see if he picks up. I'm not sure he's.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting